Good morning, it's Sandy here from Talk of Thailand. Today I'm in a place that I believe has actually went through the past year's pandemic of COVID with remaining relatively unaffected, and there's a very good reason for that. So if you'd like to know where I am and how that place has been lucky enough to avoid the effects of COVID-19, then stay with me. So, where am I and how has it avoided COVID-19 and the effects thereof? Well, let me tell you that we left our home a few days ago, and we came for a holiday in the northeast of Thailand. We came up through towards the Khao Yai natural resort. Very, very beautiful. We spent a night there, and I wish we could have spent a few nights there. Beautiful scenery, lovely place to be. And then we went on and we had a night in Korat, which was also very interesting. We had a look round various places there. And then we came up to Buriram, and we enjoyed Buriram as well. We landed lucky. We landed there on a day of a major festival. And we went and watched that. The following day we managed to go and visit a few of the sites round about. Very interesting actually. The Buriram football stadium, although I'm not a football fanatic, it was very interesting, and it's in a very nice location, like a park, and it was well worth a visit. And the highlight of the visit to me was the Buriram Castle, which is very close to the stadium actually, and it's part of the historic makeup of Buriram, and it dates back probably over 1,000 years now, and it's a time from the Khmer regime was in power throughout Southeast Asia, and the ruins were left by them. But the fantastic monuments there, and a lot of it's been well preserved and very, very well done. So we enjoyed all that part of our visit, and then we headed across from Buriram. We headed across to here, Surin. Yes, Surin. And I said to my wife, I said, well, why is Surin so boring when all these places round about have all these lovely monuments and things from thousands, hundreds of years ago? And she said, no. She says, Surin has them as well. I said, really? I said, what, in the centre? She said, well, near the centre. I said, well, I've been here a few times and I've never seen them. I'll go and see them this time. So we set off to do that today. And it transpires that the place that she thought was close to Surin was 36 kilometres away. And that's a bit like when we set out and I saw that it was that distance. It was reminiscent of the time we went to Surin Elephant Village, which was an hour's drive away also from Surin. So we went to this Surin monument, 36 kilometres away. Took us about 40 minutes to drive there. We got down there, got out the car, and there's this pathetic little relic of a monument in the middle of this field, not even very well kept actually, and there's a fence all around it and a little hut at the gate to go in. Well, I said, is this what we've travelled all this way just to see this bit of a relic from? I said, yeah. She said, well, it's part of the Surin history. Now things are beginning to fall into place. And then something happened that really pissed me off. Is that we went to this gate to go into this miniature relic of a monument, and there's a big notice there. Thai people, 10 bahts, and non-Thais 50 bahts to go in. Well, having just driven 40 miles from the centre, 40 minutes from the centre of Surin down to see this monument, to be told that I've got to pay 5 times more than a Thai person to go in and see it, well, that kind of blew my fuse a little bit, actually, because all the places we've been to, the Khao Yai and Buriram and all the monuments that we've visited and seen, there's been no charge to go in, for Thais or for foreigners. And history, that's the way it should be. And I'm resident here in Thailand, and I don't care whether I'm resident or tourist, but we're spending money here in Thailand, and we're supporting the local economy. So why the hell should we be overcharged 5 times more to go in and see a pathetic little relic of a monument? Why should we be charged more in any circumstance to go anywhere? And it really kind of pissed me off a little bit, or a big bit rather. So I decided, not because of the monetary value, that 50 bahts for me to go in as opposed to 10 bahts. So 50 bahts is just over a little bit of pound, coming up for $2, I suppose. So it's not the monetary side of it, it was the principal side. I'd refused to go in. But I tried to piss off a lot of people round about in that. I walked round it, taking a video of it, and then we left and we headed back into Surin. So then I've decided to just make this video about why Surin has managed to avoid this pandemic so well. So let me tell you why I think they have managed to avoid the COVID-19 thing so successfully. But we'll go back that 1,000 years ago to the Khmer people coming over this way from Cambodia, because these were pretty clever, switched-on guys and girls, and that were making their way out this way, and they knew what they wanted in life. They were enjoying themselves, getting richer and spreading out and doing all the things that they do. The young guys were happy finding these new places. A bit of rape and pillage always goes down well with the youth of those days. And then they got down about 40 miles from here in Surin. They got down to Sisaket. That's on the east side of us here. And they got down there and they thought, oh, this is going wonderful. This place is going to be a fantastic place for thousands of years. Many people are going to want to come here. And we're the first, so we're enjoying it. We're really enjoying ourselves here. So they set all the communities up there and they thought, okay, that is very nice. Time to move on. Where should we go next? And the second in command said to the boss, okay, we got a place down the road here. It's called Surin. I think we should go down there and have a look. And the boss said, Surin. I've heard that name somewhere. Oh shit, yeah, I remember. Old Doogie there, he came back from there a few weeks ago. He said it's the most boring asshole of a place that you could ever wish to visit. And he said we'd hate it there. And I know Doogie. He's a fine character. He's a good judge of places. So we're not going to waste our time there. Let's give Surin a body swerve. Let's get around. What's the next place along? Well, the next place, that'd be Buriram. Okay, let's go there. That sounds good. Buriram. I've heard a lot about the good stories about Buriram. Let's get down there now. So off they went, but they were very careful. They either went round the north or they went round the south, and they avoided Surin completely. Clever people, you know. And then they got to Buriram and they carried on down across that way, and they ended up right across into Burma and places like that, you know. But they avoided Surin. Unbelievable, yeah. So, coming back to today and why Surin has avoided the COVID-19 pandemic and being very lucky to have done so, is because it's the most boring, God-forsaken place that you could ever wish to visit here in Thailand. Believe me, it is. It's boring. There is nothing to see, there's nothing to do. It's all agricultural land. The people here are hard-working people. They grow rice, they do all that sort of thing. But for tourists, forget it. You don't want to be coming here. There is nothing here. It's a bit like they used to say, see Naples and die. Well, it's that could be very equated to Surin as well, I think. So that's the reason it's avoided the COVID-19 situation. Tourists come into Thailand. Who the heck would want to come to Surin? So they've never geared their economy up for tourists. So they've avoided it. Well done to them. But if you're a tourist coming to Thailand, things are not going to change here anytime soon. Be warned. Listen to these Khmer people from the past. They knew what they were doing. Clever people. I wonder if they went on anywhere near England, actually, because they avoided a few places there, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, that's speculation. That's for another day. But that's the end. That's all I wanted to say. Thanks for watching the video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And thank you for watching. If you've got any comments, and I'm sure some people are going to strongly disagree with me. Not many, I'm also sure of that, but there will be some that disagree with me. Everybody to their own taste, but I don't think anybody's taste is here in Surin. So, take care. Oh, I'll just add one other thing though. The one thing that history has said about Surin is that the female gender here in Surin is supposed to be one of the prettiest in Thailand. And that's maybe why I'm married to a Surin girl, because she's a lovely girl and I love her very much. So that is one reason maybe to visit Surin, but you don't have to visit Surin to find the beautiful Surin girls. They've meandered away from this boring place also. Sorry for going on again. Thank you again. Bye for now. Take care.